Welcome, dear readers, to the latest electrifying installment from TV Day's Drama Digest. Today, we dive deep into the heart-pounding, emotion-charged events that unfolded on Days of Our Lives on September 19th, 2025. If you missed the episode or simply want to relive the gripping moments, buckle up for a detailed, dramatic retelling of the day's most shocking developments. From personal betrayals to corporate conspiracies and unexpected returns, Salem is ablaze with tension, and we're here to break it all down for you. Theo's heart-wrenching confrontation with Jada. The episode opens with a scene heavy with emotional weight as Theo Carver steps into the Salem Police Department, his expression a mix of resolve and unease. The air is thick with unspoken history as he seeks out Jada Hunter, the precinct's steadfast leader. Theo's visit isn't a casual one. He's there to voice a deeply personal concern, one that drags up a painful past and threatens to unravel the fragile peace he's worked so hard to maintain. Theo wastes no time, his voice steady but laced with urgency, as he asks Jada about JJ Devereaux's return to the police force. The mention of JJ's name carries a weight that anyone familiar with their shared history can feel. Years ago, JJ, then a rookie cop, was involved in a tragic incident that left Theo shot and forever changed. The memory of that day lingers like a storm cloud, and Theo's PTSD is a constant reminder of the trauma. He presses Jada, asking if she's fully aware of what happened and why JJ left the force in the first place. Jada, ever composed but empathetic, acknowledges the incident with a solemn nod. "I know about the shooting, Theo," she says, her tone measured but kind. "And I know it was a dark chapter for everyone involved. But to my understanding, you and JJ had moved past it. You forgave him, didn't you?" Her words are gentle, but they carry a hint of confusion, as if she's trying to piece together why Theo is dredging up old wounds. Theo's response is raw, his emotions spilling over as he clarifies his stance. "I don't have a problem with JJ as a person," he says, his voice trembling with the weight of his memories. "I forgave him because he left the force. That was the only way I could let it go. But seeing him back in uniform, carrying a gun again, it's like reliving that moment every time. It triggers me, Jada. It brings it all back." His words hang in the air, a poignant reminder of how trauma can linger, reshaping lives long after the physical wounds have healed. Jada listens intently, her face a mix of compassion and professionalism. She assures Theo that JJ's return to the force wasn't a decision made lightly. "JJ wouldn't be here if he didn't trust himself completely," she says firmly. "He's worked hard to rebuild, to prove he's capable of doing this job responsibly." But Theo isn't so easily convinced. His frustration bubbles to the surface as he challenges the department's handling of his case. "What would have helped," he says, his voice rising, "is if the police had taken my shooting seriously. If they'd made sure something like that could never happen again. Instead, JJ's back and no one even thought to talk to me about it." The tension in the room is palpable as Jada defends her officer. "JJ takes full responsibility for what happened, Theo. He's carried that guilt every day since. But he's been back on the force for a year now, doing good work, solid work. I can't just fire him because of the past." Her words are firm, but there's a flicker of understanding in her eyes, a recognition of Theo's pain. Theo's response is quiet but piercing. "If he was really taking responsibility, he would have talked to me before taking the job. He would have made sure I was okay with it." He pauses, his gaze steady. "I just hope you're watching him, Jada. Because I don't want anyone else to go through what I did." With that, Theo turns and leaves, the weight of his words lingering like a shadow over the precinct. A corporate conspiracy unfolds, Tony's power play. Meanwhile, across town, the stakes are just as high but in a very different arena. The boardroom of Titan Industries crackles with tension as Xander Kiriakis and Philip Kiriakis face off against the formidable Tony DiMera. What begins as a discussion about the DiMera empire quickly spirals into a high-stakes battle for control of Titan itself, a corporate chess game where every move could spell triumph or disaster. Tony, ever the suave strategist, lays his cards on the table with chilling confidence. "I'm not just here to reclaim the DiMera legacy," he declares, his voice dripping with ambition. "I want Titan, too. It's the cherry on top of my victory." His words land like a thunderbolt, stunning Xander and Philip into silence. The audacity of his plan is matched only by the gleam in his eye, a predator savoring the hunt. Philip, never one to back down, scoffs at the notion. "There's no way you're getting your hands on Titan," he says, his voice brimming with defiance. "You're dreaming if you think you can just waltz in and take what's ours." But Tony is unfazed, his smile sharp as a blade. "All is fair in a hostile takeover, Philip," he retorts. "The worm has turned, and it's mutated into something far more dangerous than you realize." Xander, always quick to analyze the battlefield, counters with a steely gaze. "Even if you win the trial, Tony, you'll get DiMera, not Titan. The merger is ironclad, and Philip's now a legal associate. No judge is going to overturn that." His confidence is palpable, but there's a flicker of doubt in his eyes, a recognition that Tony DiMera never plays a game he can't win. Tony leans back in his chair, his expression one of amused certainty. "Oh, Xander, you're smarter than that. A trial could expose both of you to criminal charges, not to mention a PR scandal that would tank Titan's stock faster than you can say, hostile takeover. Are you really willing to gamble everything on a judge's ruling?" His words are a calculated jab, designed to unsettle his opponents. Philip's jaw tightens, but he doesn't flinch. "We're willing to take that risk," he says, his voice steady but laced with fire. "Titan is ours, and we'll fight to keep it." Tony, however, is ready with his next move. "I'll make you an offer," he says, his tone deceptively generous. "A substantial sum for Titan, more than it's worth on the open market. You can walk away with your dignity and your bank accounts intact, or you can fight me and risk losing everything. The choice is yours." Xander's eyes narrow as he processes the offer. "If you want Titan, you'll pay 3 times its current market value," he says, his voice cold and unyielding. "No less. No deal otherwise." The room falls silent, the weight of the demand hanging in the air like a guillotine. Tony, to everyone's surprise, doesn't blink. "I can manage that," he says smoothly. "But you have 24 hours to decide. After that, I go public with Philip's indiscretions." The threat lands like a bombshell, leaving Xander and Philip reeling as Tony exits the room, his parting smile a promise of chaos to come. A shocking return shakes Salem. As if the day's drama weren't enough, the episode closes with a jaw-dropping twist that no one saw coming. Alex Kyriakis and Stephanie Johnson, blissfully unaware of the corporate storm brewing across town, step into their apartment, their laughter filling the air. But their moment of peace is shattered when the door swings open to reveal a figure from the past, holding a weathered copy of A Stormy Night, the telltale sign of a return that will send shockwaves through Salem. It's Jeremy Horton, a name that carries with it a legacy of trouble and heartbreak. His sudden reappearance is like a spark in a powder keg, promising to ignite new conflicts and unearth old secrets. What does Jeremy want? Why no? And what role will A Stormy Night play in the drama that's sure to follow? One thing is certain, his return is no coincidence, and Salem will never be the same. The emotional and corporate fallout. The events of September 19th weave a tapestry of raw emotion, high-stakes power plays, and tantalizing mysteries that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Theo's confrontation with Jada is more than a personal grievance. It's a stark reminder of the long-lasting impact of trauma and the delicate balance between forgiveness and accountability. His struggle to reconcile his past with JJ's present is a deeply human story, one that resonates with anyone who's ever had to navigate the murky waters of healing. Meanwhile, the battle for Titan is a masterclass in corporate intrigue, with Tony DiMera playing the role of the cunning villain to perfection. His audacious bid for both Demera and Titan raises the stakes to dizzying heights, forcing Xander and Philip to confront not only their business acumen, but also their moral compasses. Will they take Tony's offer and secure their financial future, or will they risk it all to protect their legacy? The clock is ticking, and the threat of Philip's indiscretions going public adds a layer of suspense that's impossible to ignore. And then there's Jeremy Horton, whose return is the perfect cliffhanger to cap off an already explosive episode. His presence is a wild card, a catalyst for chaos that could upend relationships, alliances, and long-buried secrets. As Salem braces for the fallout, one thing is clear: the drama is only just beginning. Why this episode matters? This episode of Days of Our Lives is a testament to the show's enduring ability to blend personal drama with larger-than-life stakes. Theo's story grounds the episode in raw, relatable emotion, while the corporate showdown between Tony, Xander, and Philip elevates the tension to a fever pitch. Jeremy's return, meanwhile, serves as a tantalizing promise of more twists to come, ensuring that viewers will be glued to their screens for the next installment. For those who missed the episode, fear not, TV Days Drama Digest has you covered with this comprehensive recap. But nothing compares to the visceral thrill of watching these stories unfold in real time. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and join us as we continue to follow the lives, loves, and betrayals of Salem's most unforgettable residents. Until next time, stay tuned for more drama, more passion, and more Days of Our Lives.